Welcome to the Smartacus Quiz 2022, the Hindustan Times National Interschool Quiz.
Hello and a warm welcome to each and every one of you present here today. We are here for the West Zone knockout rounds at Smartacus 2022, the Hindustan Times National Interschool Quiz for Indian students of classes 5 to 12. Welcome to all of you, and without any further ado, let us take and show you the schools which will battle it out in today's knockout. Our teams today are Gokuldham High School from Mumbai, and opposing them will be Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir from Surat. Gokuldham High School, can you unmute yourself and introduce yourself? Student name, the class that you're studying in, and a few of your interests, stuff that is of interest to you. Go ahead.
I'm Ashmi Kabgar from class 8, Gokuldham High School, Mumbai.
Okay.
I enjoy reading and writing poems, and I enjoy finding fun facts.
My name is Kavish Iyer, and I'm from 9th standard.
Okay.
I'm born on 16th March 2008. I'm from Gokuldham High School.
Okay.
And I love to play cricket and football. I also love to read a lot, and I'm a great fan of general knowledge and knowing things, some interesting facts about things.
I am Mahisha from SSR VM Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir Surat, and I am the youngest member of this team. I have few interests in sports. I love playing basketball. Rather than that, I am a 4-year trained Bharatnatyam dancer and is continuing Bharatnatyam. And other than that, I am very much interested in general knowledge, science, and in the field of maths and arts. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Parvaz Sharma from SSR VM Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir. I am studying currently in 10th standard. My hobbies are to play karate and science.
Hello, I'm Krishnapriya Menon and I'm from 10th. My hobbies are reading, writing. I quite enjoy drawing and playing chess.
So before we go any further, we need to do a quick toss between Kavish from Gokuldham High School in Mumbai and Krishnapriya Menon representing Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir. This is your toss. This is a standard 10 rupee coin. This is heads, which has the Ashok Stambha on it, and this is tails, which is the number 10, numeral 10 on it. We will go to Gokuldham because their school name comes first in the category of alphabetical order. So Kavish and Krishnapriya, this is your toss. Kavish, tell me, heads or tails?
So I would like to go with heads.
Heads, all right. Let's toss this. It has come out tails. So Krishnapriya, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir will choose first. Let us quickly move on and show you the gameplay. Mahi Shah, who is their junior most member. Mahi, you will kick off today's knockout in the West Zone for Smartacus 2022. Which topic do you choose?
I would like to take national food and beverage topic.
Great. National food and beverage is Mahi's choice. Which dish, whose name possibly derives from the Persian word for rice, is the single most ordered dish on Indian online food ordering and takeaway services worldwide? Often served with a raita or something called a salan, it sometimes includes boiled eggs and or potatoes. Mahi, what dish are we talking about?
Is the answer biryani?
Is the answer biryani? Are you a foodie by any chance?
Yes.
And have you been ordering a lot of biryanis during this pandemic?
Yes, but I am vegetarian, so consider it like that.
Not a problem. You can have potatoes with the 2 points. Let's show you the answer. This is indeed biryani from Beverage, which is the Persian for rice. Mahi, this is for you again. Question number 2. Which comfort food most commonly made from rice and lentils and eaten throughout the Indian subcontinent, is in many places the first solid food that is given to babies. It was described by the Greek Seleucus in his books. It is mentioned by Strabo and Ibn Battuta, the traveler, and even Abu Fazl from Akbar's court provides many recipes for this in his book Ain-e-Akbari. What dish, what food are we talking about, Mahi?
Sir, is the answer dal rice?
Is the answer dal rice? Unfortunately, not dal rice. Let us now go across to the other two members from Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir. You can only mime amongst yourselves. The time has already started. Quickly tell me who is going to answer this for 1 point. No? I will pass you now, going across to Gokuldham. I hope you have decided amongst yourself who is going to answer. For a steal, the first steal of this quiz, what am I looking at? One person. Kavish, who's going to answer for you? 8 seconds left.
So can I?
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, I would like to Trishiv to answer.
Okay. Krishiv, what's the answer?
Is it khichdi?
It is khichdi, Krishiv. Lovely, lovely answer. They steal 1 point from their opponents. In fact, this is so good to see. The youngest members of both teams have been the people to get these points. The answer is khichdi. And that is why I couldn't give it for dal rice, because dal rice is not the answer that is there. It's not described in many of these books. It is khichdi, which is made in so many ways that it defies imagination. 1 point to Gokuldham, who steal this. That is the end of the first topic chosen by Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. Let us take you back to the grid. Krishiv, it is your chance to make it 2 in a row. What topic do you choose? You can choose anything other than food and beverage now.
Numbers from medicine and maths.
Question 1, only for Krishiv from Gokuldham, Mumbai. Here's your question. You can read this card as 74 or 21. Just tell me, Krishiv, what is it used to test for?
It is used to test for color blindness.
Let's show you the answer. It is the test for color blindness. That's 2 points to Krishiv. It's also called Ishihara's test, after Shinobu Ishihara, who was a professor at the University of Tokyo. And he invented this test to test for color blindness. And it was invented more than a century ago in 1917. And to this day, 105 years later, it is still used as the definitive test to see whether a person has color blindness or not. A quick, confident 2 points by Krishiv. Let's see if he can make this 2 in a row. Question 2 for Krishiv again. Numbers, here it comes. We have all studied Roman numbers. I, V, X, L, C, D, M, etc. being the examples. Which letter do you think was used to represent the number 0 in the times of the Roman Empire? And there's a big clue in the numbers that I've already given you. So please be careful and think out of the box.
I think there was no number for 0. I think there was no letter for 0.
You think there was no letter for 0. And why do you think like that, Krishiv?
I'm pretty sure 0 was not really signified like that back then, before Aryabhatta or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can we see the answer slide? I've forgotten the answer. Not really. Of course it is, because they did not have a letter to represent the number 0. That was just something to let us go on to the answer slide. So beautifully answered by Krishiv. It wasn't until the Asians and particularly the Indians interacted with the Europeans that they found out that there was a 0 which was given to us by Aryabhatta. In fact, there's an old joke which goes that India's contribution to the world of mathematics is a big fat 0 because we gave that number to the world. What a beautiful answer from Krishiv. 2 plus 2, 4 points directly without waiting for the timer to count down. Really nice answering. And we will go back to Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, who said that Parv Sharma would be their member who will choose next. Parv, you can choose any topic from the grid which has not been taken yet.
Flora and fauna.
Feathered friends, Flora and Fauna. Your 2 questions question number 1, Parv, only for you is this. The tallest of all flying birds, measuring up to 1.8 meters in height, they are distinguished by their contrasting red head and white neck collar. Legend says that the poet Valmiki cursed a hunter for killing one of a mating pair of these birds, thus uttering what are said to be the first ever lines in Sanskrit poetry. Name the Indian name, the common Indian name for this bird, whose name is derived from the Sanskrit word for crane. And your time starts now. 7 seconds to go. Parv, no negatives, so you can take a guess. What is this bird called? What is the common name? And time is up. Do we have an answer from Parv? All right. Open to the other members of his team. Krishna Priya, who's going to answer for you?
Mahi.
Mahi, what's the answer I'm looking for?
Is it Shvet Saras or Safed Saras?
Saras would have been enough. What a roll this girl is on. That's 1 point on the bonus to Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. Beautiful answering. Saras, let's show you the answer. Saras is indeed the Sanskrit word for crane. And it's so nice to see students of this age and era answering questions across topics, across languages, and indeed classic Sanskrit as well. 1 point to Sri Sri Ravi Shankar on the bonus. We will go back to Parv with the second question from Flora and Fauna, which is this. The state bird of both Arunachal Pradesh and Kerala, it lends its name to India's longest, meaning oldest, and best attended music festival, which is held all the way across in Nagaland. It is also on the logo of the Bombay Natural History Society, the BNHS. Just name this bird, which you can just see faintly on the wall of the BNHS building.
This is a sparrow.
Is it a sparrow? A nice guess. In fact, Salim Ali, who founded the BNHS, his autobiography is called Fall of a Sparrow, but not the answer I'm looking for. Krishna Priya and Mahi, who's going to answer this? Which bird? Quickly, only 10 seconds more. There are no negatives. 5 seconds to go. Quickly, tell me.
Hornbill?
And who was answering this?
I am answering, sir.
Is that Mahi?
Yes.
Right, Mahi.
Hornbill is the right answer. Let's show you that answer. This is indeed the great Indian hornbill, and hornbill also being an acceptable answer. Beautiful answering by one of the youngest people present here. She picks up another bonus point, 1 point on the pass by saying hornbill. In fact, if you ever go to the Bombay Natural History Society's headquarters in South Mumbai and you see that wall, the building itself is called Hornbill House, named after an old hornbill who made up residence in a tree there and who lived in those premises till the end of his days. Very, very nice answering. 2 points from this. Mahi makes sure that they don't miss out on scoring. Let us take you back to the grid and go for Avni Gaggar, who will be the person from Gokuldham, the second person from Gokuldham, Mumbai, who will choose. Avni, what's your choice of topic?
Prose and poetry is literature.
Prose and poetry, literature. I think you're one of the people who's fond of reading, right? So only for Avni to begin with, question 1 from prose and poetry is this. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's favorite line of poetry, which he kept by his bedside as he lay dying, was this. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, miles to go before I sleep. You just have to tell me, Avni, who was the famous poet of these lines?
Was it William Wordsworth?
William Wordsworth, says Avni. That's a nice guess. Wordsworth known for some really good poetry, but unfortunately not the answer here. Kavish and Krishiv, who will be the one who will take a guess at this from your team for the bonus?
Sir, I think I'll just go with Krishiv because it's both.
Krishiv.
The poem is Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. The author is Robert Frost.
See, Krishiv, don't put me in a spot like this. You give such confident answers with 3 times more information than I have on screen, and I feel so guilty for not giving you enough points. Robert Frost it is. Let's show you the answer. Very, very nice. 1 point by Krishiv, who makes sure that they don't miss out on scoring, even though the first person got it wrong. Very nice answer. It is indeed Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. Robert Frost, known for really beautiful lines of poetry, including Tiger, Tiger, Burning Bright, and of course, Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening. Very nice answering. We will for now go back to Avni. Avni, question 2 from Prose and Poetry is this. The protagonist of a certain novel in recent times wrote a letter to this gentleman when he visited India. The novel was published in 2008 and a movie was made on that novel in 2021, just last year. Just name this prize-winning novel, the Booker Prize-winning novel, which is by an Indian author. Your time starts now.
Ruskin Bond.
I need the name of a novel. All right. You said Ruskin Bond. That gentleman is not Ruskin Bond. It's just something that we gave as an added clue. All right. Kavish and Krishiv, which amongst you will take an attempt for the bonus? 7 seconds to go. No negatives. So one of you can put up a hand and give that answer. 2 seconds more. All right. I need an answer now.
Sir, is it Abhijit Banerjee?
Abhijit Banerjee. I don't really need the author. I needed a novel. So we will move across Sri Ravi Shankar for the steal. Sri Ravi Shankar, who is going to answer for you? All right, time's up. Anybody answering from Sri Ravi Shankar? No. Okay, let's show you the answer. This one goes back to the quiz master. Nobody gets points. This is The White Tiger by Arvind Adiga, which was made into a movie. And that movie came out last year. In fact, if you remember, Priyanka Chopra, one of India's leading actresses, was a part of that as well. And of course, in 2008, it won the Booker Prize for Arvind Adiga. This is the novel is in the form of a letter written by the protagonist to Mr. Jiabao, that is who was then at that time the chief of China, and that is how the novel plays out. So nobody gets points. Let's show you the grid again. All right. So this was chosen. This was Gokuldham who had chosen a topic. We will now go back to Sri Ravi Shankar. I think this is now Krishna Priya who has not yet chosen a topic, right? So Krishna Priya, your chance. Choose a topic which is live, which has not been chosen yet.
Music, I think.
Okay. So you will take music, which is musical Allah Rakhas. 2 questions, both on Allah Rakhas. The first of these only for Krishna Priya on screen now. Ustad Allah Rakha Qureshi was largely responsible for introducing which percussion Indian instrument to the Western audiences? His sons are also well-known exponents of this same instrument as well. Which instrument are we talking about? Only for Krishna Priya.
Pass.
You pass. All right. So let us go across to your team. Parv and Mahi. Who's going to be the one to answer this? All right. Anybody giving me a guess? We will move this across to Gokuldham. Kavish, who's going to be the one from your team to answer this?
Sir, is it the violin?
Is it the violin? It is not the violin. The violin is a stringed instrument. Percussion is where the sound is because of air that is enclosed within.
Could I?
So that is us. So nobody will get. But does anybody want to unmute if they have just remembered for brownie
Yeah,
points?
I think it's tabla.
Okay, who is
sure
it?
it's tabla. It's Krishiv.
Krishiv. Krishiv, yes, it is indeed the tabla, but I cannot give you points for that. Let's show you the answer. This is in the center. You see Ustad Allah Rakha Qureshi, and to his left, which is our right, that is Ustad Zakir Hussain, who is also his son, a tabla exponent. And to our left, we see Allah Rakha's other son, Tawfiq Qureshi, who is also a noted tabla player himself. So tabla was the answer that we were looking for. Nobody gets points, but there is one more question to go in music. This will go to Krishna Priya. Krishna Priya, your music question is this. Allah Rakha is the expansion or the full form of the initials of which famous Indian Oscar winner whose birth name was Dilip Kumar?
Pass, Mahi.
Pass, and she chooses Mahi. Mahi, go for this.
A.R. Rahman.
Allah Rakha Rahman is A.R. Rahman. What confidence the team captain has on the youngest member of her team. She not only refused to waste any more time, but she knew exactly whom to choose to answer that question. Let's show you the answer. This is indeed A.R. Rahman. He was born into a Hindu family. His name was Dilip Kumar. Dilip Kumar, of course, another very famous name when it comes to Indian entertainment. But when he later converted to Islam, he took the name Allah Rakha Rahman. And that's what the initials AR stand for. That's 1 point on the bonus to Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. They make sure that they don't go empty-handed in this round. Let's take you back to the grid. I think Kavish is the only member left from his team. Choose a topic.
So I would like to go with Prime Ministers and Presidents History.
Prime Ministers and Presidents from the pages of history for Kavish from Gokuldham High School in Mumbai. Question 1, 30 seconds. This is the question. Which US citizen was offered the post of the President of Israel in 1952 but refused, saying that he lacked the experience to deal properly with people? What very famous name am I looking for? Kavish. We don't know him for politics. We know him for something totally different, but world famous. And he was offered the presidentship of Israel.
So I would like to pass it to Krishiv.
Krishiv, go for it.
Is it Albert Einstein?
It is Albert Einstein, Krishiv. What an answer that is. Let's show you that answer. This is Albert Einstein, who was himself a Jew, and in recognition of his brilliance and his fame and the way he brought physics to life and used it for human good, Albert Einstein was offered the presidentship of Israel, which is of course a Jewish nation, but he politely refused, saying that I may be great in science, but I don't really know how to deal properly with real people. 1 point to Gokuldham, and we will go back to the second question for Kavish. Prime Ministers and Presidents, I have a feeling this should be a 2-pointer for you. Don't prove me wrong. Here it comes. Mahatma Gandhi was famously born on October 2nd. Which Prime Minister of India was also born on 2nd October?
So is this the current Prime Minister or
I'm just
like any previous Prime Ministers of India only, right?
I'm looking for any of the Prime Ministers of India, right from the beginning to today. One person only was born on October 2nd.
So was it? So I would go with Shastri.
Lal Bahadur Shastri in the nick of time. Very, very nice answering. Let's show you the answer. I love this form of quizzing with the timer ticking down on screen. Lal Bahadur Shastri, who was, of course, one of the most humble and down-to-earth prime ministers of India. And of course, he met a tragic end when he was not in India. He was also born on 2nd of October. In fact, every time when we celebrate 2nd October as a national holiday, we remember it for Mahatma Gandhi, and very rightfully so. But let us always make a point to remember one of the greatest prime ministers of India and the most understated people in politics, Lal Bahadur Shastri. That's 2 points to Gokuldham on their direct. They make good use of their direct, and a very nice answering, captain-worthy answering by Kavish. At the end of 6 topics, 3 each chosen by the 2 teams, we will take a pause and give you the scores at the end of 6 topics. Let me remind you, there are 2 more topics to go, 1 for each team, which will be played from the main grid as a team. And then we move on to the business end of the quiz, which is the 2 mystery boxes. But for now, the scores are these. At the end of 6 topics, Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir, they have made a little bit of ground headway and they are at 5 points, which is a good score to be midway through the quiz. With a slight bit of a lead, 4 points ahead of them, 9 points to the team from Gokuldham High School, Mumbai. 9 and 5 is how the scoreboard reads at the midway stage, roughly the midway stage. We still have 4 more topics to go, and these 4 topics are a total of 10 questions because the mystery boxes have 3 questions each. We will quickly bounce back to Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir for the last time in the main grid. Krishna Priya, which topic will you choose to play as a team?
Sports pioneers.
Sporting pioneers. Let's take you to sporting pioneers. Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir, your direct question as a team, the first of sporting pioneers is this. National Sports Day is celebrated on 29th August on the birthday of which wizard of his sport who retired as a lieutenant, acting captain to be precise, from the Indian Army in 1956.
I think he is a hockey player.
Hockey. Oh yeah, what is that man's name though?
Name.
15 seconds. 5 seconds to go. Surat. Okay, I need an answer now. Take a name. There are no negatives. Take any name you can think of. Okay, not a problem. Unfortunately, we'll have to pass. Passes to Gokuldham. Mic's off. What's your answer?
So Major Dhyan Chand
Yeah.
hoga, Krishav? Yeah, so we'll
Yeah,
go with
yeah,
Major Dhyan Chand.
So what's your answer as a team?
So Major Dhyan Chand.
Let's show you the answer slide and see who gets it right. Dhyan Chand will get 1 point on the steal to Gokuldham. So 29th of August is celebrated as National Sports Day because it is the birthday of the great Indian Major Dhyan Chand. 1 point to Gokuldham. Question number 2 from Sporting Pioneers is this. Which Grand Prix, that's how it's pronounced, which Grand Prix, which is part of the Formula 1 World Championship, takes place at a venue called the Marina Bay Street Circuit? It was in fact the first Formula 1 race which was conducted at night. Your time starts now. Which Grand Prix am I looking at? You can just tell me the name of the place, that should be enough.
Anybody knows?
Australia.
I'm thinking more New York, but yeah, sure, Australia. Because I'm not really sure.
I'm not sure, but here, seeing the photo, I think it may be Australia. So shall we go
Yeah, sure.
Australia?
Okay. So Krishna Priya, as a team captain, what's your team answer?
Australia.
Australia. So the Australian Grand Prix actually happens in Melbourne, and this is not the Australian Grand Prix. So let us go across to Gokuldham now. 15 seconds. Unmute yourself.
Singapore, right, Krishav? Singapore.
Kavish. Dubai. I'm pretty sure Dubai.
No, it's Singapore. Marina Bay Street Circuit is known as Singapore. I'm pretty sure. 200.
Singapore, okay,
It
Singapore.
might
Let's go for
be,
Singapore.
London, because there's a big screen.
Answer.
London, I'm pretty sure.
Singapore.
Let's go for Singapore.
Oh, we
I
are
think
going for
it's-
Singapore. As a team, we are going for Singapore.
Yeah, okay.
You're going for Singapore. I can't give you tickets for Singapore, but I can give you a point. Let's show you the answer. This is indeed the Singapore Grand Prix, and I loved the way Kavish was so confidently saying the Marina Bay Circuit is known as the Singapore Circuit. And let us take you back to the grid, Gokuldham, because right now it will be your chance to answer questions. Unfortunately, I cannot give you an option because the only topic left on the grid happens to be famous women in paintings, which is from the genre of art. So let's take you to the art section. Question 1 for Gokuldham as a team is this. The central figure in this painting by Raja Ravi Verma is a character from Indian mythology, about whom Kalidas also wrote a famous play. Who is this lady that you see to the rightmost of this painting?
Isn't it Shakuntala,
Kavish.
Krishav?
What?
Shakuntala.
Shakuntala from Abhigyan Shakuntala.
Yes, sir. Shakuntala. Devi.
Okay, so what is your answer as a team, Kavish?
Avni, are you sure of it? Do you have time?
I think it might be Mirabai also.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Shakuntala.
Mirabai? Mirabai was way later, na?
So I think we'll go with as a team answer as Shakuntala
Okay, then Shakuntala.
from Abhigyan and Shakun.
The team answer, I heard the captain say as the team answer, we will go with Shakuntala. And I heard Krishav say that this could be from Abhigyan Shakuntalam by Kalidas. When I was your age, I could barely spell Shakuntala. I don't know how you know all these things. I cannot help but be flabbergasted at the scope. There was a team member who was saying, I think it was Avni who was saying that it would be Mirabai. But another fact which is very impressive about children these days, I loved the way her team talked her out of it by saying that Mirabai was centuries later for Kalidas to have written a play on it. Let's show you the answer for this question. Shakuntala will get 2 points to the team from Gokuldham High School, Mumbai. Very nice answering, very good as a teamwork in quizzing. Let us quickly take you to the second of your team questions. What is the English title of a painting that is called La Gioconda in Italian by Leonardo da Vinci, which is perhaps the most world-famous painting on display at the Louvre Museum in Paris? I'm looking for the name of a painting.
Mona Lisa? It could be
It's Mona Lisa.
Pretty surely Mona Lisa.
Yeah, it's Mona Lisa. Right? We'll go with it.
Hello?
Yeah,
Should we go with it?
Mona Lisa.
Okay, so as a team answer, we would like to go with Mona Lisa.
All right. This team is certainly going places. A couple of questions back, they were going with Singapore. Now they're going with Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa will get you 2 points. The second of your 2 pointers on your team direct. This is, of course, the Mona Lisa. La Gioconda is the other name, the original name of the Mona Lisa, of course, painted by the legendary Leonardo da Vinci. 2 points for being really good in the quizzing field of endeavor. That's 2 points to Gokuldham at the end of 8 topics here at Smartacus 2022, the Hindustan Times National Interschool Quiz for Indian students of classes 5 through 12. There are only 2 mystery boxes to go, so that it is only fair that I give you the scores at the end of these 8 main topics, specialized topics on the grid. Before this round began, Gokuldham was on 9 points and Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir was on 5. Surat, the team from Surat, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar picked up a solitary. They did not pick up any point in this round, so they remain on 5. Gokuldham maxed this 2 steals and 2 directs. That's 2 points on the steal and 4 points on the direct to give them 6 points. 9 plus 6 gives 15. So they are on 15 at the moment. 5 points to Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir from Surat. 15 points to Gokuldham High School from Mumbai. And we will go into the last 2 sections of this quiz here at Smartacus 2022. The right to choose the mystery box belongs to Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir by virtue of the toss that they won at the beginning of this quiz. So for the last time today, Krishnapriya, what mystery box do you want to choose?
It kind of does not make difference, but mystery box 2.
Let's take you to mystery box 2. Only Sri Sri Ravi Shankar will be unmuted. Question 1 on screen is this. Which geological period that is a part of the name of one of the biggest hit movie series of all time is the time when most of the largest dinosaurs roamed the earth?
Jurassic
And the movie
World,
name?
Jurassic World.
Jurassic
right?
You want the movie name, right?
Yeah, not the movie, the period means where the most geological period. So I'm thinking geography. Means Jurassic, sorry.
Krishna Priya, come on, answer it fast.
Yeah, the true answer is Jurassic period.
Jurassic is what they say. Since this question does not pass, I can show the answer slide and then we'll find out whether they get 2 points or they get 0. They will pick up 2 points. It is, of course, the Jurassic period. Very nice answering by the team from Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir. Let us quickly take them to question 2. General knowledge. Let's see the question. Which Asian country composed of more than 17,000 islands, out of which more than 7,000 are inhabited, is which Asian country are we talking about? One of the islands that make up this country is shared by them with 2 two other countries, which are Malaysia and Brunei. So which country am I looking for?
Asian country.
Japan, I think. Japan.
Okay, Japan. It shares with Malaysia. Okay, cool. Japan.
Japan.
Okay. Mahi, what do you think? Japan.
Japan.
Japan says Japan.
All right. What does Mahi think? What did she say?
Japan, Japan.
All right. So Krishnapriya as team captain, what is your team answer?
Japan.
Your team answer is Japan. Let us see what the slide says. This is Indonesia, and the island which they share with Malaysia and Brunei is the island of Borneo, which is that thing you see in the center of your picture. It is the island of Borneo is the third largest island in the world and the largest of its kind in Asia. And that, of course, is the flag of Indonesia. We will quickly move to the last of the mystery box questions for Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir. Here's your question. Name this famous building with a distinctive shape which houses the entire Department of Defense of the United States of America.
Any idea?
Just looking at the building, you can give me the name actually. That's the reason why I have given you that photo from top.
Hexagon?
Pentagon, I think.
All
Yeah.
right. It is up. So Krishnapriya,
Pentagon.
what is your answer?
Pentagon?
And why? Because it has got five corners and 5 sides.
Five. Wait.
That's simple. I don't know. Let's look at the answer slide. The only thing you could think of was the right thing. That will get you 2 points. As simple as that. It is called the Pentagon. Beautiful answer by Sri Sri Ravi Shankar to finish off on a high. 2 points to you. And we will now ask you to mute yourself. Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir, Surat. Gokuldham High School, Mumbai. You don't have a choice for the mystery boxes as well, but I don't think you will mind that at this stage. Mystery box number 1. Please unmute yourself. Let's show you what lies inside that mystery box. Another mixed bag of general knowledge questions, the first of which is this. Which word in the Indian national anthem refers to the Indian state of Odisha from what it was called in the days of the Mahabharata? Your time starts now.
Is it Shiv? What is it? Is it Utkala?
Yeah, British.
Sure, I think it was Utkala, as I have heard many
But
times.
Utkala is suggests it might be in Uttar, which Odisha is not.
Yeah, I don't think there's any word which is like because because
Your
there's no other word.
Your
Okay,
time
I
is
will give the final answer.
answer. Kavish.
I'll go with Utkala. We'll go with Utkala.
You will go with Utkala. The Gokuldham continues the tradition of going with people places. And I was really scared that you were going to start doing that national anthem thing, making all of us stand up. I heard somebody mutter that national anthem. I would have really given you a -10 or something for making me stand up in the middle of the quiz. All right, just kidding. Let's show you the answer and let's see what the answer is. This is indeed Utkal. Utkal is what Odisha was called in the days of the Mahabharata. And Utkala is also part of the nickname of one of the greatest politicians and statesmen to come out of Odisha, Sri Biju Patnaik. His nickname was Utkal Sand, which translates to the bull from Odisha because of his political and physical prowess and his daring. So Utkal will get 2 points for Gokuldham. Let us quickly take you to the second of your mystery box questions. This is your second question. In 1541, the Spanish explorer Francisco del Orellana was attacked by native tribal warriors wearing skirts, because of which he thought that they were women. Which world-famous geographical feature, which shares its name with a giant e-commerce company, got its name as a result of this error by the Spanish explorer?
Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Amazon as well.
Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Amazon. So we'll go with Amazon.
Kavish, as team captain, you're saying you will go with Amazon, right?
Yes.
Let's show you the answer slide. This is indeed the Amazon River, and the Amazon rainforest, which takes its name from the river. So 2 points on the trot to the team from Gokuldham High School, Mumbai. Let us see if you can make it 3 in a row. The third question and the last question of this knockout round is this. Which plant is the primary food source for the animal that we call the giant panda?
Bamboo, right?
Bamboo, bamboo.
Yeah, I think it's bamboo. It's most exclusively it's on bamboo, primary. So we'll go with bamboo.
Bamboo, yeah.
We'll go with bamboo. Do you know that there is another very famous bit of thing about the food plant of some animal being eucalyptus leaves?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's bamboo too. That's panda too.
That is what? Sorry, you said?
Pandas eat eucalyptus leaves too.
They eat eucalyptus leaves too, but you still said that
primary.
So it's primary, most exclusively they feed on bamboo only. Eucalyptus is like a side source.
All right. Let us see. I don't know about side dishes and main dishes. Let us see the answers. I was just kidding with you. It is, of course, the bamboo and eucalyptus leaves. Why I was throwing it into the mix is almost exclusively it is the diet of the koala bears, which make up their home in Australia.
Yes.
So koala bears almost exclusively feed on eucalyptus leaves, and just as the giant pandas almost exclusively feed on bamboo shoots and leaves. So that's 2 points. The straight third time that you pick up 2 points from your mystery box. That makes it 6 in a row. At the end of what was 8 hotly contested specialized topics, followed by 2 mystery boxes of 3 questions apiece. The final scores in this battle between Gokuldham High School from Goregaon in Mumbai and Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir from Surat are these. Bringing up this scoreboard at second position are the team from Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir Surat. They finish with 9 points, which is what they started out with. 9 points to Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir. At the beginning of the last mystery box round, the team from Gokuldham High School, Mumbai was on 15. They snapped up all 3 questions on their mystery box to make it 6 points in this round. They finish with 21 points in the end, at the very end of this quiz. The winners of today's knockout are Gokuldham High School from Goregaon, Mumbai. My commiserations and a pat on the back to the team from Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir Surat, Mahi Shah, who came up with some cracking answers in spite of being the youngest member of her team, the Parv Sharma and the captain Krishna Priya Menon herself. Commiserations, it was a well-fought battle. You fought it fairly, and may you come back stronger next time when we bring this quiz to you in 2023. But for now, advancing from this knockout is the team from Gokuldham High School, Mumbai. I will see you in the next phase of the knockouts. Until then, from me, Meghasham Shirodkar, and the entire team at HT School, which brings you Smartacus 2022, this is me saying goodbye, good evening, and God bless.